Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're taking a fascinating turn.
Yeah, a little different for us.
We're looking at a product called the Healrize Brown Fat Patch. But here's the thing. Our source material isn't about the science at all.
That's right. It's about a technical audit of the seller, you know, a look at their transparency and their online legitimacy.
And before we go any further, we absolutely have to be clear.
Yep.
This is purely educational commentary. We're analyzing marketing claims and how consumer reporting works. It is not medical advice.
Absolutely not. We're here to help you understand the kinds of technical flags you might want to look for when you're dealing with new products online.
Especially when they're sold through these sort of ambiguous portals.
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack this. The product is described as and get this, a Healrize Brown Fat Extract Nanomicro Needle Patch.
A mouthful.
It is. But the review we're looking at, it just completely ignores the patch itself. Instead, the analysis claims it checks something like 40 different technical elements of the website.
And that's what's so fascinating here is the methodology. They're treating the website's structure as like the product's main endorsement.
So what does that even mean? What are they looking at?
Well, they analyzed hidden details. Things like where is the site hosted? What's the specific technology stack they're using? The site's location, its overall digital footprint.
But is that fair? I mean, can you really call a product suspicious just because the seller's website isn't perfect?
That's a great point, but it raises this critical issue. The reason those checks matter is that technical ambiguity, it works like a red flag.
A red flag that's totally separate from whether the brown fat extract actually works or not.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, all these checks, they lead to this evaluation they call a trust score.
A trust score, and our source reported the score was low.
It was significantly low, yeah.
So the site's own digital obscurity becomes the biggest problem. What does a low score actually indicate for the consumer?
It means that the essential details you'd need for real transparency were extremely difficult to verify.
Details like who owns the site.
Right. Who owns it? Who hosts it? What legal jurisdiction do they fall under? They couldn't establish any real accountability.
And because of that lack of clarity?
They labeled the site as potentially specious.
Specious, meaning what exactly?
Questionable, suspicious, maybe based on false premises. Think of it like a vendor at a flea market.
Okay.
If the vendor can't tell you where they're based or give you a reliable way to get in touch, you start to question what they're selling.
You would. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That translation from a technical detail to a consumer risk is key.
It is.
So what does this all mean for you, the person who might be thinking about clicking add to cart?
Well, the source itself actually has a recommendation. It says consumers should make a right conclusion on the basis of manual research.
Which really shifts the responsibility, doesn't it?
It shifts it heavily onto you, the individual. When the seller's location or ownership is obscured, you have to go beyond just looking up the ingredients.
So your manual research has to be about the seller, not just the product.
That's it. You should be looking for a real physical address, a working customer service number, legitimate third-party reviews, not just the testimonials on their own site.
So we've explored how these technical audits can almost act as a proxy for trust.
A proxy for trust, exactly. And how crucial it is to verify a seller's stability when you're dealing with these newer consumer products online.
Right. We've seen that if a company can't or won't provide simple details about where they operate.
That digital obscurity just erodes their trustworthiness. It doesn't matter what amazing claims they're making about their ingredients.
Okay, so here's a final provocative thought for you to consider. In this age of really novel delivery systems like these nanomicro needle patches, if a product is truly cutting edge, shouldn't the seller's transparency and professionalism match that claim?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
What level of technical verification do you now feel you require before you can trust an unfamiliar online seller?